Hi guys, so welcome to part 4 of my sketchbook tour, also known as Frances Nitpicks at her work, and critiques it, also known as Frances Nitpicks at her work and critiques it. So let's get started. There's some more Pokemon, and there's Absol. I'm very pleased with how Absol came out. And there's Aegislash in Blade form, which I think I may have made that into a coloured piece as well. I love how it came out, and I was going to start drawing Aerodactyl here, but I think I kind of got stuck with the proportions and everything. It's not an easy Pokemon to draw. I was going to draw Aggron and Apomon on this page, but I guess I never got round to it. And here are some more Pokemon pictures. Oh, I tell you what, I don't think that Alolan Vulpix looks too good. It looks a bit squished, but at least I tried. Yeah, Alolan Vulpix is adorable. I just love Alolan Vulpix. I think this is probably the best picture on here. Cosmoem. I think, yeah, I think it looks good. There's Lily. Now, I don't think this is a very good picture of Lily, and I made this into a digitalised piece and did something with her eyes and stuff, because I'm never satisfied with half of my picture's eyes, you know. But yeah, Lily is a cinnamon roll. I just love Lily. Lily is precious. I love Lily. This is Plumira, Team Skull from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon and Sun and Moon. I don't think this is a very good picture of her. I might redraw her at some point. And this is Hapu from Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, and I love Hapu. She and Ace Roller are probably my favourite Ultra Sun and Moon characters. I just love Hapu. I can't explain why. I don't know, I think she's a bit annoying in the anime though. But I just love her from the game. She's just awesome. And there's Patamon. Don't think the proportions are quite right on this one, but it's okay. So this is Joe from Digimon. I don't think he looks particularly good. Like how I've drawn him there. I did edit this picture a bit, so and obviously there's Nardo again. And this is Ty from Digimon. I like his pose here, looks good. This is Decidueye. I think I coloured this, I made this into a digitalised coloured piece. Decidueye is a cool Pokemon. I don't think it's my best drawing of Decidueye that I've ever done. But yeah, Decidueye has this like ridiculous cry, has this cry, and I always find it funny. It's like whoop boo, it's like that. And I don't want to share it on here because copyright. Most of you probably know what it sounds like, but it's just, it makes me laugh every time I hear it. It's just random. And the writing on the side, just ideas I did have for post-Sinnoh, and I might implement still into the story. We'll see how it goes, but I'm not going to show them because they're kind of spoilers. You can kind of see a little bit, but it's not like, I'm not showing the whole thing. And this is Kalia from Ultra Sun and Moon. I don't like her very much, to be frank. I don't know why I drew her. She's like the flying type, Elite Four, and she always looks irritated and annoyed. I know. But I don't think it's a very good picture of her, and her hand looks a bit weird. I mean, look at that. That's just weird. But yeah. And there's my baby boy, Renji. Look how sad he looks. Aw, baby. Aw. My OC, yeah, Renji, yeah. so precious. And oh, I love this picture. I love how this came out. Yes, I love this picture. This is Ashes, Torterra and Glalie. I don't know why I never coloured this, but I was kind of worried probably if I coloured it, it'd kind of ruin it. Which, to be fair, has been the case in previous situations. But yeah, I just love how this turned out. Torterra is really hard to draw. I think he's quite hard to draw, but I think he came out quite well there. This teddy bear thing is Monzemon from Digimon. I think I made him into a digitalized picture. I was pleased how he came out. Mind you, I always find his eyes very creepy, like he's an evil teddy bear, but I don't think he is that evil. No, I don't think he's evil at all, really. But he just looks evil, like, on first impression. There's Haru from Persona 5. There's Noir, in Alter Ego Noir. I'm not pleased with the proportions in this, but I tried. It was my first attempt drawing her, and I tried. And this is supposed to be Penny from Ruby. Ruby is so good, though. I need to get up to date with it. But Penny is just like the sweetest thing ever. You've got to love her. She's like a cinnamon roll. She's very sweet, Penny. And oh, I love this piece. I love this next piece. Now, anyone who's seen Violet Evergarden will know that this is Violet Evergarden. But for those of you who don't know, it's Violet Evergarden. Now, I had a heck of a struggle trying to draw Violet. I find her as hard to draw as Vampire Knight characters. And I find it really hard drawing Vampire Knight characters because of the eyes, because of the face, loads of things. But I'm glad I was able to draw this. I mean, it's probably not perfect by any means, but it's probably the best attempt of drawing Violet that I've ever made. If any of you haven't seen Violet Evergarden, you need to watch it. It's really good. It's like she's basically she's a former soldier, and she basically needs to kind of work out how to fit into normal society. And she goes on an emotional journey throughout the whole series, trying to rediscover her own emotions and learn empathy and all that. And it's just really a lovely series. I mean, the artwork is lovely, and music is just beautiful, and oh, it's a lovely series. You may need some tissues, just such a lovely series. Such a lovely series. And a blank piece of paper. There we go, there's my girl. There's my girl. My girl, Ace Roller. She, like I said, she's my other favourite from Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. I'm very pleased with how this came out. I made this into a digitalised piece, but my only complaint is the eyes. But I nitpick at eyes all the time. You know, the eyes just don't line up properly. But apart from that, it's not too bad. But Ace Roller is just precious. She is just the sweetest thing ever. So optimistic and full of life and full of energy. She's just the sweetest thing. Lovely. Blank page again. And I think I was trying to draw Noivern here, but I kind of gave up on it. Maybe I'll draw more Noivern in the future. Yes. This is Roz from Monsters, Inc. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Always. Yes, this is Roz. And Monsters, Inc. is a good film. It's the first drawing I've ever done of Roz. and yeah, I think it looks like her. And this is Zelda from the Swan Princess, from Swan Princess 3. The Swan Princess film series was a series I grew up with. It's essentially based on Swan Lake, the ballet, but it's different. The first film in the series is based more on the original ballet, but the sequels are different, but they're still really, really good. And Zelda is one of the villains from the series, and what makes her particularly memorable for me is she has a song she sings. There ain't nothing but bad days ahead, and it's very good. I don't know. I don't always remember villains in series, but she kind of stuck with me, you know. I coloured this, and I made this into a digitalised piece later on, which you can find somewhere. And what was I going to say? Yes, One Princess series. And it probably would sound like it's for kids and stuff, because it's like cartoon and, you know, kid friendly and stuff. But it's like, to me it's a classic. It was like one of those series I grew up with, like Sailor Moon for some people, but except it's not Sailor Moon obviously, but it's like the equivalent to, in some ways. It was one of those films I used to watch over and over again, and one of those series I used to watch over and over again, and I just loved it. I just love the Swan Princess. It's so good. And a blank page again. Now this is a film I really love and I grew up with. Help, I'm a Fish. It's just such an underrated film. It's so good. It's really funny, great animation, great songs. It's awesome. Don't think many people know about this film, to be quite honest. Essentially it's about three kids that end up, well, as the title indicates, they turn into sea creatures, and they want to try and turn back to being humans, and there are a few things in the way, and it's just great. It's a great film. The late Alan Rickman's in it as well. It's so good, and I'm just so pleased with how this piece came out. It was the first time I'd attempted to draw the characters from it, and it looks really good. The facial expressions are on point. I think maybe I should try and draw the character Alan Rickman plays in this as well, because like when people think of Alan Rickman, they think of Die Hard or Snape or Robin Hood or Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves or something like that. But he was in a lot of stuff, like Love Actually as well. But Help, I'm a Fish, it's so good. He was great in that. So if any of you guys get the chance to watch Help, I'm a Fish, you need to take it. It's amazing. It's such a good film. And this is Kuro from Blue Exorcist as a human, or at least in humanoid form. I have to say, I did draw this from reference from the manga, where there's a picture of him in human form. I'm not particularly pleased with all the proportions in this, but it's alright. It's not my worst piece. And speaking of Blue Exorcist, here's our boy Reen. Yes, there's Reen. And a lot of people really like this piece. I was very surprised. I was pleased with how this came out, but I didn't think so many people would like it. It took me a while to get this right. like with the pose and like his stance and everything, and I'm very pleased with how this came out. And I was going to draw Yukio from Blue Exorcist, like holding a gun or something on this page, but I think I kind of gave up or forgot. And there's our boy Nardo with glasses. I have a thing about characters with glasses, and I like seeing characters with glasses. I just think they kind of look cool, or I don't know. I think they look cool. So I love drawing Nardo in glasses. I don't know what it is. It's just a thing I like to do. And this piece, I love this piece. This is a picture of Hawlucha from Pokemon. And Hawlucha is so cool. It's cool to use in a game. And also Ash's Hawlucha in the anime is just, it's awesome. He's just awesome. I just love this piece. I could spend ages going like, I love this piece. No. And this is King Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I made this into a digitalized piece. This is Karin Uzumaki from Boruto, and I made this into a digitalized piece as well. I think it was the first time I tried to draw Karin as an adult. And there's Renji cosplaying as Naruto, looking as adorable as ever. And this is Koromon, which I'm pleased with. Well, I think I might have edited the eyes before I uploaded it anywhere. And this was going to be Kobayashi, and this is a drawing. I tried to draw Priscilla from Claymore. Claymore is such a good series, like I said before. You need to watch it. I have to say I'm not very pleased with how her chin came out. It just looks really big. I mean, the eyes are really good and stuff. But I just got to a stage with this and I was just like, no, I give up. I mean, maybe I might come back to drawing her later on, but we'll see. Yeah, so this is Tora Cat, Ash's Tora Cat, and I'll give you a bit of context with this. Everyone, like, Professor Kukui has this alter ego called the Masked Royal, and in game it's like, if you play the games, it's kind of obvious that it's obviously is masked. He's Kukui. It's just so obvious. But like in the anime, nobody seems to realize that he's the Masked Royal, except a few people know, and Tora Cat just like, even as a Litten, kind of picked up on it, and he's just like doing that skeptical look of like, oh come on, that's ridiculous. I made a digitalized version of this piece, and I did like a comparative post with this picture and the other one next to each other. So yeah, I was going to draw Sirius from My Hero Academia here, but I ended up drawing her later. So yeah, this character is Wizza from Swan Princess 3. Again, the Swan Princess is great. And he can imitate people's voices. So yeah, he's pretty cool. And this is Shrek, obviously. What are you doing in my swamp? Yes. I think that was the first time I ever drew Shrek. And I think it's a very good attempt, personally. It's not great. It has a lot of flaws. I mean, it's just, that shade is just weird. But other than that, I think it's a good try. I love Shrek anyway. Shrek's a good film. And Shrek 2 as well, but other ones I'm not so keen on. And this is Haruhi. I just think that this isn't one of my best pictures, really. Roses are nice. it just looks a bit weird and derpy and stuff to me, this picture. And a blank page. And another blank page. Let's get to some content. Ah, yes. And this is the actual picture of Sirius I drew later on, from My Hero Academia. And I made this into a digitalized piece later. But yeah, I think she looks quite good. And I think I was going to draw a lichen rock on this page, but yeah, that didn't happen. I think I drew it later though. Ah yes, that's the one. That's the lichen rock I drew later. That's Dusk Form Lichen Rock, and I love this piece. It's one of my favourites. It's just so cool. I wasn't sure whether it would come out alright, but I think it's come out decently. I just like that I've used different shades of colour to kind of do all of its fur and stuff. Ah yes, and here's some more Inktober stuff. This is a Zero from Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. And Mindless, which is a Titan. That's not the name of the Titan, that's the name of the piece. But like, I was kind of stuck on the theme of Mindless, and I thought, what can I do for this? And I thought, maybe a Titan, because when Aaron used to transform into a Titan, it's like his awareness of everything, like he wasn't aware of what he was doing, and he kind of lost his mind a bit. So I kind of thought, let's try and do a Titan, and it looks alright, I think. Now, anyone who grew up with The Lion King like I did will remember the scene, Timon and Pumbaa distracting the hyenas. It's not my best piece by any means, but this was, I tried. And a blank page. And yes, this Bob the Builder. Anyone else remember Bob the Builder? Because I grew up with Bob the Builder. I like how this came out. I like the texture in his face and stuff. I don't often draw like children's cartoon characters, but I think this looks alright. And there's a husky, which is kind of cute. And there's Paul, being Paul. I don't know why I decided to draw Paul. But, you know, he's Paul. I've got to draw Paul in somewhere. Okay, I maybe probably should. Okay, this page, these two aren't very good in my opinion. This is Naruto on a swing, looking sad. I think he's looking sad, I would assume he is. And this piece was inspired by Rennie McIntosh, a Scottish designer, Glaswegian designer. Personally, I don't think it looks very good. It looks way too colourful. Maybe it should be a bit more subtle, but what can I do? Now, yeah, so this is Zabuza in the famous scene where it's just started snowing after he's killed Gato, and he's just, you know, this was after Naruto spoke to him about like his feelings towards Haku, and it's just so sad, this scene. But I did edit this later on digitally, but personally I don't think it looks too bad. Eyes maybe aren't quite right, but And this is Nardo as a chibi. Ninetales chakra coming through there. As you can see with that demonic eye, with that Ninetales eye. And there are some random little things, including Paul looking angry. Angry that I haven't drawn him right, probably. So yeah. And a blank page again. Blank page. And this is Ash and Pikachu. No, this is a spoiler. This is Ash and Pikachu getting a trophy for winning the Alola League. I'll be honest, I don't like how Ash looks in the Sun and Moon. I don't like how Ash looks in the Sun and Moon anime. Like, just the proportions are just weird. So I thought I'd just try and draw him in, like, earlier styles. See how it looked. I don't think it looks too bad, to be honest with you. Now this piece is just a monstrosity. And that's putting it nicely. I think this was a theme thing, and it was like long, and I just drew this random girl with long hair, very long hair, and I regretted it the moment I finished it. So yeah, it's not good. And Korra and Aang. I just don't like how Korra turned out. It looks awful. Aang looks alright though. And that's pretty self-explanatory. It's catching a Pokemon. And I think it looks quite good. And this is a boar. I think this was based off a boar in Fairy Tail, in the Fairy Tail anime. A lot of people thought this looked cute, which is kind of nice, which is kind of sweet of them to say so. And this is a bauble, which is quite pretty. Blankety blank. Yes, here are a couple more Inktober pieces. This is the Stay Puffed Man from Ghostbusters. I think he looks quite good, considering I'd never drawn him before. And this is Tutankhamun. I have a statue of Tutankhamun on my windowsill, which I will show you now. See him there? Yeah, that's what I based the picture of. So yeah, I think it looks quite good. Not quite the same as the thing on the windowsill, but yeah. And this page, I think I was testing out some pens and stuff, some like manga colouring pens and stuff. And yeah, these are the results. I think this is supposed to be Kakeyama, which just looks weird. This is Naruko, just random eyes and Pokeball and all that. And there's me, there's a chibi. And this is Corazon from One Piece. And Corazon is such a sweetie. I know he kind of looks scary there, like a clown, because I know, like, I don't particularly like clowns, and a lot of people don't like clowns, but Corazon is not a clown. He's a really sweet person. He's not a clown. Yeah. Well, if I told you more about him, it would kind of spoil One Piece for you. So you'll have to find out that yourself. But I like Corazon. Oh my goodness, this page is terrible. Okay, that's me, supposedly. Yeah, that's me. And this is just a random girl. I was testing out pens again, I think. And yeah, I don't like that picture. It's not very good. And this is Honchkrow, which I think looks very good. I don't think I draw Honchkrow very much, so I think that was a good attempt. Ah yes, now, if any of you have heard of the song Windmill in Old Amsterdam, this was going to be an animation or something that was based on the song, but I was in two minds whether to do it or not. I wasn't sure what people would think of it, but like, my parents used to sing that song to me a lot when I was a kid, and I really like it. It's a good song. Well, I thought it was a good song. So yeah, you can see those were going to be the facial expressions for the mouse down there. those are the lyrics to the song, to the chorus. And that's an arrow that was going to point to the mouse, and those are clogs. And that's the windmill with tulips around it. So yeah, I don't know whether I'll make it into an animation. At some point I might, who knows. I was going to draw Misty as an Elite Four member there, but that didn't happen. I think I drew her somewhere else. And that's supposed to be a high school or college alternative universe thing, which was supposed to be Misty and Ash drawing, but that never happened. And these are also were planned drawings for them, but that never happened. But they never happened. Yeah, that's if Ash heard Misty's song. You know the Misty song. Out here in the quiet of the night, beneath the stars and moon, we both know we've got something on our minds. We won't admit, but it's true. So something like that. You look at me, I look away. Something like that, yeah. So you get the idea, that's a song. It's quite a nice song. I think this was supposed to be a wedding drawing. And there's Gladion, who is just cool. I like Gladion, he's cool. He's cool in the game, and he's cool in the anime. I like Gladion. He's cool. I think we should have a count on how many times I've said cool in the last 5 seconds. Yeah, I like how that picture turned out. And there's Midnight from Lycanroc, who also looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool as well. I don't think I've got the position quite right, but it's not bad. And there's Shanks from One Piece, who is objectively cool. No, he's very cool. And I think I did a good job on him there. And this is Saitama himself, the One Punch Man, doing the meme, doing the OK meme, which I think looks this looks quite good in my style. And this is Teddy from Persona 4, doing all his bear puns. Bearific, Sensei. A very good day to you. Persona. Yeah. So yeah, I think Teddy turned out quite well. Thank you for watching part 4 of my series, my sketchbook series. And stay safe.